What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Joshua, the channel where Joshua talks about Joshua things. What's that? Oh, this? It's nothing much really, just, telepathy, no big deal. I recently found out that we are in the age of magic with a K, so I decided to break out of this 3D simulation to learn telepathy and to eat this cookie. What if I told you guys that there is more to us humans than meets the eye? There are things that we could do that we can't even fathom, like telepathy. And there are so many different ways that we could use these newfound powers. My mom keeps reminding me to put the seat down after using the bathroom. But now, with this newfound power, I can put the seat down without even being in the bathroom. I forgot to put the seat down. Regardless, the age of supers has come.
Off your feet! You want to play? Let's play.
And we're not gonna stop coming. We're gonna be like the X-Men, but without the racism. To my understanding, I know that there are a ton of people who believe in some sort of supernatural phenomena. Whether it's aliens, powers, or conspiracy theories is a pretty normal thing to believe in. The issue is that most of these have their difficulties when it comes to being proven. Powers, however, are like the hardest thing to prove. And there's like one key factor kind of holding it back, and that's because they simply don't exist. Sad to say, guys, I know powers aren't real. Listen, I've tried to go Super Saiyan so many times as a kid, and the only results I got from that was belt to ass. And that's just the reality of the matter. Think about it like this. If we had powers, if powers truly did exist, you're telling me that it only took this long for us to find out, like from the beginning of man to 2024, that's when we find out that we had the ability to shoot ki blast or generate mouths on our hands. Exactly. Hey, don't put me down there. Hey, stop! Stop! There are some people who do have different opinions on the matter, though. These people truly believe that they can control the elements and that they're genuinely on a completely different level than us mortals. And these people reside somewhere where you wouldn't even expect them to be. Enter TikTok, a place where you'd expect them to be. From what I've gathered, it seems like these people also realize how tough it would be to actually prove that any of these supernatural abilities exist. So instead of lying and saying that we can master all the elements, what if we just lied and said we can master one? Guys, see, the airbending, aka aerokinesis, aka telekinesis community is the most popular out of all of the other 4 elemental masters on TikTok. In fact, it's so easy to fake that you can make tutorials on them.
So you want to learn telekinesis, also known as Kai Chi, but you don't know where to start? Save this video, because this is the beginning of a weekly series with 7 exercises.
Okay, so I don't have 7 weeks to learn all of this because I have to post this week. So let's see if I can learn it in 3 minutes. Prodigy style.
Day 1. The mindset for Kai Chi. When performing Kai Chi, there is a deep connection between the mind and the object being moved. The sensation of this connection is one of focus and intense concentration, as if the object is an extension of the mind itself. As the energy is channeled through the mind, a sensation flows through the body, similar to the current running through a wire.
Okay guys, I'm concentrated, and like it said, I'm waiting on a sensation between myself and the object that I am trying to move. I have to pee.
Day 2. Steps for Kai Chi preparation. Understand that preparation is vital. It begins with a quiet and comfortable space, free of distractions. Warm up your physical body with stretching or light exercise.
Okay, so now I gotta crank some push-ups in a nice, silent room. Alright guys, I'll be right back.
Day 3. Steps for Kai Chi, focus and visualization. Now, visualize your energy connecting with the air around you, and visualize this energy extending outward and making a connection with the chosen object.
Okay, step 3.
Focusing.
Okay, so I didn't tell you guys what the object I was trying to move was. And it's you. Listen, if you didn't get picked for Valentine's Day before, you got picked now. But anyways, I'm trying to move your hand. I'm gonna make you guys' hand hit the like and subscribe button. And also maybe comment about how fresh I look today. Ready? What the? Dang it. It doesn't seem to be working. I'm really trying to force you guys to do it.
Remember, you are not forcing the object to move.
Oh, okay. I wasn't supposed to force it. My bad. That's a rookie mistake, okay? Forgive me. I'm a beginner. Okay, let's try this again then. Is it working?
Day 7, Reflection and Reiteration. Reflect on your experiences from this week. How did it feel to practice Tai Chi with this refined understanding and process? How did your mindset, steps, and thought process impact your practice? Use your reflections to refine your practice moving forward.
Well, even though it's only been 3 minutes, I'm reflecting on how much I hate you for making me look like a loser in front of my viewers, so thanks a lot for that, guy.
Now, this is going to be for beginners, okay? Now, when you're first starting all telekinesis, you want to start, right, with first something really light, so paper, foil, right?
So now he says that this tutorial is for beginners, and he's like, you know, you gotta start off light. Use aluminum foil or a styrofoam cup, something that can easily be moved. But in reality, even the really skilled high-level wizards that I'm seeing on TikTok, I've never seen anyone go past the beginner items, even though it seems like they have mastered their chi, ninja, jutsu, sorcerer, Harry Potter. But before we get into that, we have a brief word from today's sponsor, Joshua, here to tell you guys that I don't get sponsorship. Back to the video. At some point, you gotta give these guys a round of applause for being able to go beyond the applicable limits of said power. Because in one video, there could be a guy, you know, pushing some tinfoil around, moving some styrofoam paper around, you know, beginner level warlock stuff. But then in that next video, they're bursting clouds. F the government and their dirty first chemtrail. They really thought they could stop me in 7.11.8 velate. Wait, .8 elevate. I almost had a stroke trying to read that. I find it very interesting that most of these people will die on that hill, that they're actually doing the things that they are portraying to us that they're doing. It feels extremely rage baity. It feels like a trap. I feel like this video is one of those things where once I get done making it, there'll be comments that's like, hey, this commentary channel fell for it. I made a fake superpower TikTok to get commentary channels to talk about me, and it worked. I am Danny Gregzales.
Hey guys, so the joke was supposed to be that I take Danny's face and put it on mine using a little bit of editing prowess, but I don't know how to use After Effects, so it came out like this.
I beg your
Let's
pardon.
imagine the video that the joke happened, but it's like this. Thank you for watching.
Hey, fuck you, guy. I am super. I can move this brick that's standing on its longer side with a tiny bit of erosion on the bottom. Coincidence? I think not. I can also put a long slab of thin wood slanted on a wall and not even break it down the middle. Not because I'm not strong enough, and it's not because of technique, but because I wanted to use my chi down there. Come on now, catch up. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Tyrone D. Wade, aka Telekinesis 22. Telekinesis is the closest that we will ever get to Goku in a long time. He trains every single day by getting his martial arts right, getting his chi right. Training for what? I don't know, but he does plan on using it for physical altercations. For all my Sonic people, I got some questions. Does Sonic actually headbutt people? I wouldn't know. I'm not deep into the Sonic side of the community fan base. I'm more of a Goku guy. And Goku headbutts people. I don't know if Sonic, if that's like his main thing. Sonic headbutting people, I don't even think that's trademarked. I don't think you could probably put Sonic headbutt on a shirt and not even get a cease and desist. Look, I don't want to be judgmental. Well, maybe, because I am a commentary channel. I don't want to be judgmental, but that didn't look like a 1-inch punch. That looks like a 100-inch punch with a insurmountable amount of inlag.
Slap.
Also, again, not trying to judge, okay? I am a certified almost yellow belt, so I can confidently say that is probably the worst form I've ever seen. You punch that brick the same way that XQC shoots a basketball. Look, okay, I'll give you this. Being able to throw a rock in the air, unsheath your katana, and like slice the rock in half is a really impressive feat, okay? I will give you that. It's pretty cool. I've seen fiction like cut a grain of rice in half before. So you guys have skills that I lack, okay? I'm not saying that this is an easy attainable feat or yada yada yada. But to sit there and be like, oh, well, no, that was because my chi cut it in half. Might be one of the biggest like ways of trying to gaslight your community I have ever seen. And in the comments, apparently he put his chi in the sword and that's why it broke the very already charcoal burnt looking piece of rock that probably couldn't be cut in half by the very durable looking katana he unsheathed. Okay, this is like my favorite clip. I love this clip for so many different reasons. The way he cuts his girlfriend out of the first part of the video is probably like the funniest thing I've ever seen. It was cut like she wasn't supposed to be there. She's more interrupting what he's doing rather than being like, oh, this is my man or whatever, and we're totally in sync and we're training together. Like as she's getting closer, she's like, oh my goodness, good job, babe. Your form is so immaculate. And he's like, babe, you need to stop. You need to stop. You're messing up my Miyagi flow. Babe, I thought we were training together. You need to Miyagi go. And then when it's also time for both of them to train together and we like look at his form when doing martial art, you know, he's very explosive. He's trying to make sure he's spreading himself out, but trying to stay as like rigid at the same time, sort of like how you do kata. And then she's just there like, reality is breaking and being destroyed because Telekinesis can move aluminum foil. And I understand, I know what you're thinking, but you're using your hand, you're generating wind, yada yada yada. It can seem sus. So that's why we just use our heads, because our heads can generate any sort of wind whatsoever. The best part about this way of showing that you have telekinesis other than your hands is like the head movements, right? And I love how they try to play it off like they are actually making it go in that, like they mean to make it go in that direction. Now watch as I move this aluminum foil to the right using my head.
Oh my god, bro.
No, look, but I look to the left to change the propulsion of the aluminum foil. I think that this is one of Telekinesis' most obvious sleight of hands, and I don't think I've seen a lot of people call him out for it. When he's pushing and pulling things, you know, using the air around him, you know, they're light enough to be moved, like foil or styrofoam. But if they're too heavy, like, I don't know. But if the object is too heavy, like a brick, the brick has to then be put on a side. That makes it easier for him to generate enough, you know, air to push the brick over. And even then, with styrofoam cups, he just lays them on their side so they can roll easier when they're ouch. There's a video of him moving a glass cup per the request of a disgruntled non-believer, or as the elemental community likes to call people who disagree with them, bots. And guys, okay, if I'm gonna be truthful, he actually does move the cup. It's pretty crazy. Can you guess how?
He lays the cup
He lays
on
the
its
cup
side.
on its side.
They don't think I could move a glass cup, bro. I don't know what's in him, bro. You want to see the glass cup move? You want to see the glass cup? How is that for your glass cup, man? You need to see me pull it too? I got you. Let me know.
You may have been able to see through my ability to act like I can control things with my hands, using my mind. But what if I told you that this wasn't my last form? Behold! The ability to act like I can control water. And I bet you're wondering, Joshua, what are the other 6 energy styles? I want to learn them all, but they only show the one. And to that, my friend, I answer, right there, officer. That's the man that escaped Arkham Asylum.
If you want to learn, I got a training class. There's six energy styles, fundamental energy styles. All right, you need to learn the knowledge behind this. We only show one energy style on this.
And Tyrone isn't against going at it with his haters on TikTok Live. He seems to go live like every single day, and he's either in the library or McDonald's or some other miscellaneous place, you know, doing his tinfoil thing. And that's most of the time. But from time to time, Tyrone will go people alive so he could debate his non-believers so they can prove that what he's doing isn't actually the thing that he's doing. Have you ever wished that you could wish that you could wish? That thing.
We're gonna see, y'all. Is he bold as his mouth?
Yeah, I got one more.
Turn your camera on, man.
I'm at the gig,
Turn your
man.
camera
I ain't
on.
putting my background on.
Turn
I'm
the
at
camera
work
on.
with
But if you want to disprove what he's doing, you have to turn your camera on. Apparently there's a setting that doesn't allow the people that are joining your TikTok live to turn on their face cam, or you need a specific limit or amount of followers to turn your face cam on in other people's lives. So that's where the catch-22 becomes involved, because not only does he know that the people who are following him have way less followers than he do, especially not enough to turn their cameras on if that's the case. Even if they could, he would just disconnect them from the call anyway.
You can't disprove me if you don't turn your camera on. Turn your camera on. I got a lot of pimples
I
on
ain't
my
putting
forehead
my-
and blocked. Your camera's not on. You can't disprove me. Anyway, guys, watch me move this mattress. Shamalama moo moo. Guys, look. The mattress. It lit!
Especially if he deems you as being disrespectful or whatever, or maybe getting too close to figuring out how he's doing it, even though we know how he's doing it.
All right, you just do it real quick, and I'll hear it slide. Go ahead.
I don't know if you heard that.
I can hear it, but okay. So Luis, all right, you got one. You got this is for the haters, man. You here for the haters? You feel me? So you got to bring the light.
I'm not
make a video.
Not trying to hate.
Look.
I'm not trying to hate on you, bro.
You're not?
I respect what you're doing, but what I'm telling you is that a lot of people can do what you're doing because you're using air to push tinfoil that doesn't weigh that much.
Okay, I'm not.
Because here's my thing. You may be able to do it. That doesn't mean everyone else talking shit in these comments can do that.
I might be a wizard, guys. I mean, I did cast. I am the creator of the Poopy Spell, so. You hear that, Ice Spice? Poopy Spell is mine. You can have all the fetish poop stuff you want to yourself, but this is mine. So, when it's flat, that's one thing, right? You know what I'm saying? You just, But what they do is they like to fold it and make sure it can catch as much air as possible. Guys, follow along and do this with me. Unless you live with y'all mama, she don't want y'all wasting their good for you. So if y'all get whooped, mama, I told them not to do it. You can easily move. You can easily exert yourself, like push really hard. Okay, videos.
On to our next warlock, or twin flame, or grand wizard. I don't know what they call themselves. A very ancient soul whose mission would be pretty difficult if he remembered what his past lives were. That's not me paraphrasing. That's exactly what he said. It's a Q&A in his bio. Now, if I were to compare the two, Bree is more like the scholar of the elemental mastery wizard community. You know, he's learned and he's created, and now he wants to lend a hand to the next generation of wizards and warlocks. While Tyrone is a lone wolf who learned all of his magic abilities off of YouTube. He sells all different types of things like wands, staffs, and elemental scrolls for an amazing price point of $79.99. I mean, if you think about it, he could have made it $80, but he didn't. Just goes to show you how humble Breeze is. Come on now, you didn't think I was gonna teach you how to bend the seas for a price that's free? That's gonna have to cost you a fee. I didn't spend most of my life practicing the arts for non-profit. I'm gonna profit. I'm gonna get mine. For you, Melissa, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do for you. I'll put every single course together. All my teachings, my birth chart readings, my regular readings, all in one surplus package. So now instead of paying only $111 just for some airbending, it's gonna cost you $555 to learn it all. The gall of this guy. $555 to learn something that's not even real. I swear to everything that is holy, this guy is so lucky that I'm not Drew Gooden, because I would have bought it. I feel like in order to be able to actually pull something off of this caliber, you have to be an ingenious actor. You have to be so good at just faking all of this, because there is a high chance that somebody is actually purchasing any of these tiers. Somebody is actually giving up their hard-earned cash for a shadow aspect reading. If you're going to buy buy anything, and I mean anything from Breeze, you could at least buy the guy's wands, buy his staffs. In my opinion, they are a little bit overpriced. $333 for a wand. And it's not for the fact that they can't be that expensive. I know a couple of like name brand collector's items that easily go over the $1,000 range, and I'm not exempt from this. I too have bought overpriced items for around $300, so it's not overpriced for that specific reason. You see this? Yeah, pretty nice, right? This isn't a flex. This is like me owning like one of Diddy's guns or something like that. But the reason this is overpriced is because it's also selling things that the item just cannot promise inside the description. But when Breeze isn't trying to sell you things, he's trying to help you escape from the matrix. The past does not exist, only within the mind. Don't spiral down about past wounds. It has passed it. It has pasted. Is he trying to say past? If you feel yourself spiraling about the past, remember, remain still. I'm getting on him and I can't even read. Hi, my name is Joshua, and this is a story about the time I found out that I had dyslexia. You guys remember when Disney would have that as every ad break after we found out that she had dyslexia? I didn't care anymore, bro. Just let me watch my Gravity Fall. Let me watch Dipper die or something like that, dude. Allow your body to release the energy stored from that experience. Acknowledge the fact that you are the experiencer of your emotions and thoughts. This knowing creates a detachment between the energy and allows the opportunity to explore it without being overwhelmed by it. Find peace with your past by forming a new perspective, a perspective where you feel empowered and clear. Wisdom and strength is always found in your experience. Anchor that strength and wisdom into your being. You are in a simulation of self. If you want, I can guide you to navigate it with ease with paid and free lessons on Patreon. The Matrix is you. Not me, not you, but you. The Matrix isn't some external system controlling you. It is your own perception shaping your reality. Your mind has a feed filled with reoccurring thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. It's like a reflection of what you believe and how you feel and how you see yourself. You are constantly shifting and traveling timelines based on the perception you attach to. For a second, I thought that was the stick man that does like the thing, the dance. You even experience different versions of people based on your perception because everyone is just you pushed out. I hate that idea that you're like, if Bob is in front of me right now, that I'm Bob because in this specific theory, I'm quote unquote God, and it's such a lazy attempt at like anything actually thought provoking. Just being like, hey, you know, Danny Gonzalez, that's just me. That's just me because I perceive him to be that way because I'm in the Matrix. Oh, you know, like just as Instagram adapts based on the videos you watch and engage with, your reality is shaped by what you focus on or dismiss. Think of each thought, emotion, and reaction as a choice to either continue seeing more of it or to signal that you're not interested. You are not separate from any material you desire. Just be the one who perceives it as already attained and persist in that knowing. So Breeze, what do you have to say for like, what do you tell homeless people then? Do you just tell them, hey man, if you just don't separate yourself from the thought of money, you could have money and a home right now, maybe a nice hot meal on your plate, but instead you're too busy being addicted to drugs, okay? Just don't be homeless. I still don't have a name for you guys, so just imagine that I do, and I'll see you next time.
You know, Winton could probably move it. Hey, Winton, come move this, man. Got a celebrity here. Come and move this, Winton. Use telekinesis. Oh. Incredible. Look what he did to my futon, y'all.